Hello, guys. How we doing? Welcome back to the West Ham world. We are a terrible, terrible football team. We have a terrible goalie. We have a terrible manager. We don't know how to play football. We have a terrible mentality problem at this football club where if we go 1-0 down, we absolutely capitulate and don't know what to do. We have about a 10-minute spell in game where we look okay. And then the rest of that game, we looked absolutely toothless. That was not a London derby. That was a London exhibition match with only one team wanting to play. We're shocking. We are shocking. That Nottingham Forest game was an absolute fluke. It was a fluke. It was 10 minutes of madness, which got us over the line and a 3-0 win. It's still going on. There's probably a couple of minutes left as I'm going live here. So if we do score, which we won't, let me know. When the lineup come out, I was sort of reasonably happy, apart from I wanted Wilson to start. Paquetá was okay, but I don't want him a striker. He's not a striker. I want him behind the striker to feed the ball in. It's just, it keeps baffling me with his decisions, Potter. As Brian says there, starting without a striker was a bad call. We had a couple of good chances, like I say, early doors. Paquetá had one that he breezed wide. And Diouf was doing well down that left-hand side, getting some really good crossing. He was even beating his man as well. But they knew what they was doing. They knew how to beat West Ham. Corner. I don't know how many corners they had in the end. They must have had 15. They must have at least had 15. Obviously, they had their goal disallowed as well. The ball was whipped in. It looked like, it was disallowed apparently because of Van der Ven pulling down Fernandez. I don't know. It was slightly harsh. I would have been a bit annoyed if that was disallowed West Ham, but for us, you take it, And then second half, going, take the Valium again, come out slow, laboured. They were in the corner, ball whipped in, Pape Sarr backs post, terrible defending, 1-0. The goalkeeper doesn't know what he's doing. We've got this overprotection around him now. But we don't know what we're doing. We don't know what we're doing. And a few minutes later, Soucek gets sent off, rash challenge. What can you say? You would have called it if it was against West Ham as well. And then we go 2-0 down more or less straight away after that. A loopy header, Mr. Short Arms in goal, Mr. T-Rex like this, can't get his hand to the ball. 2-0 down, it's game over. Game over. There was no way back for West Ham. But West Ham were not coming back in that game. And then before you know it, 3-0 down, Bergville dancing in the box. No one puts the tackle in. Ball's played across to Mickey van der Ven. 3-0. Then they're not planning to score anymore. We stop pressing and stop doing absolutely anything. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's even at 3-0 down in a London derby, you owe it to the fans to keep trying and keep pressing and trying hard to try and maybe get a goal to get a lift in the game. We're terrible. We're a terrible football club. And they were saying about how many times we haven't won at home. Apparently, we haven't won at home since February. Them poor fans. Poor fans. Like, what? I was going to go today. I had this bit of stubbornness in me where I was like, I'm not going until, things change in terms of the board and stuff like that. I was going to be really stubborn and try and hold it out. I didn't go. Bloody hell, I'm glad I didn't. The geezer wanted about 55 quid for the ticket. I would have felt like I'd been robbed. It was really empty in there, weren't it, as well? That was one thing you could see from the telly. There was a hell of a lot of empty seats. When is that like that? West Ham Tottenham. When is there empty seats in that stadium? It's just ridiculous. Keep the comments coming in, guys. I'll go through them at the end. He's got to go for me. He's got to go. He should have gone before the Forest game. The Forest game gave him, a stay of execution. He has to go. He has to go. This mentality thing of going 1-0 down, absolutely capitulating. It's on him as well. It took him too long to bring a striker on. Honestly, we're shocking. I'm telling you now, that Brentford game, the boycott, that could be really, really terrible scenes in there. in terms of like how many empty seats there could be. Because why would you want to go and watch us at the minute? And that's not us being a bad fan. You're not giving me no entertainment. You want to see us get spanked 3-0 every week and not win a game since February. What's that? What's that about? It's meant to be entertainment. This is meant to be something I enjoy. I certainly don't enjoy it, and I haven't enjoyed it for a long time. Obviously we lose Souček now for a few games. Some people will say that's not a bad thing. Ward-Prowse, I don't know how he continues to get into that team. He doesn't do anything. I thought Juve had a good game. If I'm picking out little positives now, I thought Juve had a really good game. I thought Walker-Peters played well. Slightly quieter for Fernandez. Paquetá couldn't get anything going because he had nothing in front of him. Bowen didn't get any service. Jimmy played okay. You know, when he had the ball, he was trying. He was pressing players. Subs didn't do anything when they come on. It's going to be a long season. You know, today I thought, if we can get something, a draw or something, we might be able to push and, you know, maybe get a top 12 finish. No, it's back to that. It's going to be a relegation battle. It is. Why not start a striker, though? 2 strikers on the bench and none of them come on. None of them come on until late. Like, then the balls are going about the 66th, 67th minute. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. This man has not got a Scooby. He has to go. Even his interview before the game. This is the most uninspiring man I've ever listened to on TV. Oh, my goodness. Right. Comments. All right, to beginning. Potter and the ball. That's to go. Still playing Souček and James Ward-Prowse. That's Gary. When you're relying on James Ward-Prowse and Souček in the middle, you're struggling, especially with Paquetá up top 2. Yeah, it just didn't make sense. Pity it wasn't James Ward-Prowse who got the red. Mads looked smaller with with each passing week. I think you're right, mate. He looks so small in goal. Jason says it's a joke, Luke. What have we just watched? Get Potter out now. He doesn't have a clue. I agree, mate. Potter will point to Souček. It's red, but we would have lost anyway due to terrible defending the set pieces. Yep. Sorry if the camera's going a little bit dodgy there, guys. Sorry. A lot of folk left as soon as the third went in. Potter should have made changes half time. Has to go. This goes way deeper than Potter. The rot is there and everyone can see it. He's done a poor job. James Ward-Prowse again. Sack Potter tonight. I agree, mate. Why did it take so long? 92 minutes for James Ward-Prowse to come on. I'm done. Potter should have changed it at half time. Wilson, yep, I agree, mate. Wilson should have come on. Potter has to go tonight. Paquetá is wasted up top. Potter out. Don't forget the positive, Luke. James Ward-Prowse, no James Ward-Prowse, and Souček for 3 games. SB and Potter out. Yeah. He will say we were in the game up until the red card, and no, that's not the case. And I know you're not saying that, mate. We lacked ambition today. We weren't getting anything today, even if we kept 11 men. Yeah, we probably had about 2 good little passing moves in that game, and that was it. The lack of press, the lack of someone wanting to go through someone, the lack of energy, urgency, passion. Yes, the players have to take responsibility, but that comes from the manager as well. Going in again, as he does. That's all he does in his press conferences. Well, you know, just breathe through his teeth. It's so uninspiring. This man has to go. He's the worst West Ham manager in the Premier League. That's fact now in terms of West Ham's history and record. There's managers out there, whether you're Nuno or not, he's there. Jose's out there. If you want someone like that who's going to go in there and rattle people and annoy people, obviously we've missed a chance to get Ange now. If you want to be super, super ambitious, which our board won't be, you've got to go and get the Bournemouth guy. I love the way Bournemouth play football. Limited funds, sold some good players, but gets the absolute best out of his team. Potter is not going to be a success. It's not going to work out. I don't see anything changing. He continuously gets lineups wrong. I don't know. He has to go. It's more than Potter. I know that. It's more. There's this BS out movement. Can't wait for that protest next week. And then you got the Brentford one as well coming up in a few weeks' time. Keep this momentum going. I said keep the momentum going, even if we won the game. It's going to get even more now. You don't lose 3-0 to Tottenham at home. You just don't do that. It's just, and without really laying a glove on them, it's just not right. It's just not West Ham. Our goals against Colin must be impressive now. Can't even defend a corner. No, when a team has got a corner against us, we look like cardboard. We look like we literally can't do anything. I don't know. Kudus never played as well for us. Yeah. Honestly, long season ahead, guys. Honestly, strap in because we'll probably have a couple of wins in now. We're gonna have to rely on 3 teams being worse than us again. You can just see it. Thought the midget was gonna get heart attack watching that. We used to be good at defending set pieces. We did make when we actually had a goalkeeper that was tall and didn't need protecting, so the defenders could actually go out and attack the ball. What we got to do to get rid of Potter? He has to go. I think he stays maybe till Palace, maybe one more after that. He might get 2 games, but I think the writing's on the wall from him. You know, as soon as West Ham lose 2 or 3 in a row again, which could happen. Palace are a good side. You know, I think we've got Arsenal after that, and we Arsenal away. I can't remember the fixture off the top of my head, but I know we've got some tough games. Imagine Arsenal's corners against us. Jesus Christ, it's going to be about 8-0. He isn't playing. Sorry, he insists on playing James Ward-Prowse and Souček becoming a liability. Who would you bring in, Luke? So, well, mate, like I say, if it was me, I'd be an ambitious owner and go and get Iraola in from Bournemouth. If I was if I was the West Ham owner, but I'm not the West Ham owner, and our owners never pay compensation and will never ever be that ambitious. We all know it's going to be Sean Dyche. I with Nuno, I think you'd have short term bit of good with that counter attack style, and then year down the line we'd get figured out and it'd be the same sort of situation. Jose would come in, ruffle some feathers, possibly inspire some of them players, but he'd ruffle it, and in 2 years' time it would be even worse potentially with Jose in there. I don't know. It's a hard one, mate. It's a hard one. Without going to buy someone out of a contract, the free agents don't inspire me. We're not going to get a Xavi and we're not going to get a Zidane in. So yeah. James Ward-Prowse, Souček, midfield was literally never going to work. No. Oh, I thought Magassa, a couple of little bits. He looked quite physical. Again, we've got to see him start, but okay. Walker-Peters was still Michael Romero in the 90th minute. Arsenal will get 8 against us with the set pieces. I just said that, mate. When we play Arsenal, that's going to be a cricket score because they love their corners. Teams are going to target, or it's clear that teams are targeting it now. Don't worry about getting a shot on target. Get to the bar line, try and win a corner. West Ham will capitulate because they cannot defend corners because they have a T-Rex in goal with short arms. We'll see. We'll see what happens because the pressure is going to be massive on Potter and Sullivan and Brady now. So maybe to ease the pressure on themselves just slightly, they could sack him this week. Who knows? I don't think they will. I think we may have him for at least another 2 games, but we wait and see. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there because I can't talk about these anymore. Honestly, I can't talk about West Ham anymore. That was like a little bit of false hope, wasn't it? A couple of weeks ago against Forest. If West Ham go 1-0 up in a game, we stand half a chance. If we go 1-0 down, it's curtains. It's absolute curtains. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there because this light is making me look like I've got a double chin, which I haven't. Anyway, cover your eyes, keep believing. Go and watch something else this weekend. Come away from football, guys. Go and enjoy yourself. Go and watch the boxing tonight or something. Go out, have some fun. Don't think about West Ham because that's just depressing at the minute. See you later.